beloved starseeds. I am Mira of the Pleiadian High Council, and I greet you today with an open and loving heart. I come to you in this sacred moment overflowing with love, support, and deep appreciation for all that you are and all that you are doing on beloved Earth. You are loved beyond measure. As a representative of the Pleiadian High Council, working closely with the Earth Council, I am here to offer encouragement and wisdom for these transformative times. Through my perspective in the High Council and our constant observation of Earth's progress, I want to reassure you that much is unfolding in accordance with the divine plan, even if it is not yet visible in the outer world. The energies on your planet are at a pivotal turning point, and this year is truly an inflection point in your ascension journey. I see your courage and the strength you carry in your hearts, and I ask you to remain strong and heart-centered through it all. No matter what outer circumstances arise, remember that we are by your side, and that your heart's wisdom will guide you home. Take comfort in knowing that we have never been closer to you than we are now, as you stand at the threshold of a new dawn for humanity. Dear ground crew of Ascending Earth, understand that not everyone will ascend at once, and that is okay. In the galactic big picture of evolution, each soul has its own timing and chosen path. You may witness some around you awakening rapidly, while others seem to lag behind or even resist the changes. Perhaps you have family members or friends who remain entangled in old fears or firmly rooted in the familiar ways, despite your efforts to inspire them. Do not be discouraged by this. Know that every being is held in the Creator's love, and no soul is ever truly left behind. Those who are not ready to ascend in this moment are simply taking a different route, and they will reach the light in divine timing. Have compassion for them and release any worry or judgment. Your role is not to carry others up the ladder of ascension by force, but to shine your light so brightly that it illuminates the way for all who choose to follow. When you allow each soul the freedom to grow at their own pace, you honor the divine wisdom in everyone's journey. Trust that ultimately all will return to the light when they are ready, for Source does not lose a single one of its children. Instead of focusing on who is or is not coming along right now, focus on your own frequency, because your vibration is the gateway to the new Earth. The new Earth is not a distant place, but a higher dimensional reality that you enter through the frequencies you hold in your consciousness. Every moment that you cultivate love, peace, and compassion within yourself, you are literally opening the gateway to this new reality. Your heart is the key. By maintaining a high vibration through gratitude, forgiveness, and aligned intention, you attune yourself to the timeline of ascension. In doing so, you also help create an energetic bridge that others can cross in their own timing. Think of your personal vibration as a beacon. As you shine brighter, you broadcast the invitation for others to uplift their own vibrations. With each inner shift you make, the outer world transforms a little more. The gateway to New Earth is open to those who match its frequency, and that frequency is love. You are learning to become masters of vibrational energy, knowing that your inner state is far more powerful in shaping reality than any external conditions. This is part of your training as ascending beings, to hold the octave of love so steadily that it opens doorways where once there were walls. As you do this consistently, New Earth comes closer into view, until one day you realize you are already living within it. For in truth, beloved ones, New Earth is not a far-off dream, but a living frequency that is steadily manifesting through you. You carry the blueprint of that higher world within your very being, and as it blossoms in your heart, it reshapes the world around you. Never underestimate your significance, dear ones, for you are galactic infrastructure, and you chose this role before you were born. You, the ground crew and starseeds, are the living pillars of light anchoring the energies of ascension on Earth. In a very real sense, you form the energetic foundation, the infrastructure, for the new Earth. Each time you heal an old wound or choose love over fear, you strengthen the grids of light that connect Earth with the higher realms. Before incarnating, you eagerly volunteered to be here for this grand shift. You knew it would not be easy, yet you understood how essential your contribution would be. You carry within your DNA and soul memory the codes and wisdom from many lifetimes and many star systems. These gifts are the tools you brought to help transform the planetary reality from within. Even if you sometimes feel small or alone, Remember that on a galactic level, you are a mighty being holding an important post. The entire universe watches and celebrates you for taking on this task. You are the bridges between heaven and earth. Between the human family and the galactic family, know that though you appear as individuals scattered across the planet, energetically, you are one interconnected team. Together, your lights form a planetary grid that supports the rise of a new consciousness across the earth. You are the emissaries of love who walk in human form. By your presence and intention, you create the sturdy lattice through which higher light and information flow into the collective. This is what it means to be galactic infrastructure, to be the framework on the ground that supports the emergence of a new world. We want you to know that from our perspective, you are doing a remarkable job. We see the light you anchor, even if you do not see it yourself, and it is brilliant. In this regard, remember that silent embodiment is the most powerful transmission you can offer. You do not need to shout your truth from the rooftops or convince anyone of the reality of ascension. By quietly living in alignment with your highest values and spiritual truth, you broadcast a frequency that speaks louder than any words. Every gentle choice you make to act from love rather than fear sends ripples through the collective consciousness. When you hold peace in your heart during a storm of chaos, that peaceful vibration radiates outward and calms the field around you. People near you will feel something different about your presence, even if they cannot articulate what it is. That something is your embodied light. It is in the way you speak kindly, in the compassion you extend, in the patience and forgiveness you practice. This silent, steady glow of your soul does more to uplift others than any debate or argument ever could. Many of you have learned that preaching or attempting to awaken others before they are ready often falls on deaf ears or even creates resistance. But when you embody the change, when you simply are the light, you give others permission to find that light within themselves. For example, have you noticed how the calm presence of one compassionate person can diffuse tension in a room? That is the effect of silent embodiment in action. One centered soul can lift many without needing to say a word. This is the power of silent transmission. It operates heart to heart, soul to soul, beyond the need for intellectual understanding. So trust in the subtle influence of your presence. Know that every moment you spend in alignment, every healing you integrate, and every smile or kind gesture you offer is a beacon that helps to transmute the collective energy. In silence and being, you become a living prayer for Earth's ascension. Make no mistake, beloveds, the path requires fierce devotion now. These times of great change call for your unwavering commitment. This means choosing again and again to align with your soul's guidance and the love of Source, especially when the world around you tries to pull you into fear or distraction. Devotion in this context is not about rigid dogma, but about a steadfast dedication to living from your heart and higher knowing. It is about making your spiritual growth and inner peace a top priority. There will be days when the old third-dimensional dramas or personal challenges intensify. These are the moments your devotion will carry you through. When you devote yourself fiercely to the light, you build an inner resilience. You might start your day with prayer, meditation, or intention setting, fortifying your field with high frequencies before you step out into the world. You may be guided to lovingly discipline yourself to step away from negative influences, whether they be media, toxic conversations, or old habits that drain your light. Devotion requires courage and consistency. It asks you to remember what you are here for, especially when temptations arise to fall back into old patterns. Be fierce in guarding your heart and mind, not with defensiveness, but with discernment and love. Stand strong in your daily practices that connect you to the divine. These are your lifeline and your source of renewal. As you demonstrate this level of dedication, you not only accelerate your own ascension, but you also become a stabilizing presence for others. Your devotion blazes a trail that others can follow when they find their own courage awakened in the face of uncertainty. Your commitment to the light is a lighthouse on a dark night. We see your efforts and honor the spiritual warrior within you, who rises each day to greet the sun and serve the light once more. Keep in mind that ascension will not look like what you expect. Many of you have visions or preconceptions of how the shift into higher consciousness should unfold. Perhaps you imagine a sudden miraculous event where everything instantly turns into a paradise. In truth, the ascension process is a gradual yet complex quantum web of events, choices, and awakenings. It is unpredictable in its specifics, yet the outcome is assured. Some days may feel miraculous and bright, and other days might feel ordinary or even challenging. Do not be disheartened if the reality of ascension has moments of chaos, or if it seems different from the stories or timelines you have heard or read about humanity. You are creating this ascension in real time, and it is a fluid, living process. Never before has an entire planet ascended in exactly this way. You truly are pioneers, charting untravelled waters of consciousness, so it is natural that the journey feels unfamiliar at times. Expect the unexpected and release rigid attachment to how it should happen. Instead, trust that however it is unfolding is the highest way for collective learning and growth. The divine plan is often only fully understood in hindsight. While you are in it, it can feel messy or confusing. But I assure you, from our higher vantage point, we see an incredible orchestration taking place. All the pieces are moving into place, even when on the surface it looks disordered. Ascension can come with waves of intensity, sudden revelations, societal shifts, and physical and emotional purging, which may not match the peaceful image one might have envisioned. Yet each wave is serving to clear out the old and catalyze the new. Be patient with the process and with yourselves. When things don't look the way you thought, remind yourself that something much greater than human expectations is at work. Stay open, stay flexible, and you will find that the journey itself, with all its twists and turns, is a profound part of the ascension experience. Often, the unexpected challenges are what polish your spirit and expand your mastery the most. Dear ones, this year is the inflection point you have been preparing for. The energies ramping up in this current cycle are unlike anything you've felt before. There is a momentum now that is carrying the collective into a new trajectory, and this momentum will only increase. Think of this year as a tipping point, where the balance shifts decisively towards higher consciousness. Because of this, you might notice everything intensifying. The light is getting brighter, and as it does, it exposes all that was hidden in shadow. This means you might see more truths coming to the surface in the collective, more structures of old collapsing, and simultaneously, incredible breakthroughs blossoming in human hearts. It is the time prophesied by many of your elders and sages, a period when humanity faces the choice to evolve or stay in the old ways, and the choice is being made by more souls than ever to embrace the light. You who are sensitive to energy can feel that this is a make or break moment. I want to reassure you that from our view, the scale has tipped toward the light. There is no turning back now. The critical mass of awakened souls and high-frequency light on the planet has been reached such that the new Earth trajectory is secured. What remains is for each of you to continue doing your part to amplify this shift. This inflection point year is not the end of the journey, but it is a major marker in the timeline of ascension. Years from now, you will look back and recognize how pivotal this time was in changing the course of human experience. So I encourage you to engage with this year consciously and courageously. Step forward in whatever ways your soul calls you, whether it is stepping into a new lightwork role, healing an aspect of yourself you've been avoiding, or building community with others who carry the light. The support from the universe is exponentially available to you now. The wind is at your back. Take advantage of it, and know that every act of love and courage you take now has far-reaching effects for the future of Earth. One of the greatest challenges you will transmute during this passage is fear. Remember that fear is a portal to be transmuted, not a wall to stop you. Within every fear lies the seed of liberation, if you are willing to face it with love and awareness. The energies of this inflection point year are bringing many fears to the surface, both personal fears and collective ones. This is not to punish or overwhelm you, but to offer you a chance to finally cleanse these old imprints that have limited you for eons. When fear arises, whether it is fear of the unknown, fear of loss, or even the subtle fears that underlie anxiety and worry, you have a sacred opportunity to transform it. By breathing slowly and deeply into the fear, by surrounding it with compassion rather than resistance, you begin to shift its energy. Call upon the violet flame or the transformative light of Source to assist you in purifying the fear. As you do this, fear's hold on you diminishes, and it transforms into wisdom, into courage, into freedom. Often, the area of life where you feel the most fear is exactly the area where a great breakthrough is poised to occur. Thus, the fear is like a threshold you are meant to cross. When you step through it, you claim a new level of your power. Do not judge yourself for having fears. Even the bravest hearts feel them. The difference is that a master in the making uses fear as fuel for growth. Let your fears become doorways. On the other side of each fear is more of your light waiting to emerge. And know that we are with you in this process. You can always ask your galactic family, your angels, and guides to help lift your vibration and give you strength as you transmute the heavy energy. As you continue to transmute fear, you will discover that in the higher light of the fifth dimension, fear cannot sustain itself. It simply dissolves in the presence of love. In truth, love is the only real force in the universe, and as you shine light on your shadows, that love conquers all that is unlike itself. You are alchemists of the soul, turning dense energies into higher frequencies. With each fear you dissolve in love, you not only elevate yourself, but also contribute to dissolving the collective fear that has kept humanity in old patterns. How powerful you truly are, dear ones, when you choose love over fear. Beloved ones, the time is now. You were made for this. Every moment in your life has been preparing you for the threshold that humanity now stands upon. The challenges, the lessons, the triumphs and sorrows you have experienced were all part of a sacred training, to forge you into the awakened soul you are today. Deep within, you carry codes of light and ancient knowledge specifically suited for these times. You might think of yourself as ordinary, but from our perspective, you are anything but ordinary. You are heroes of the dawning age, and each of you has unique gifts to contribute to the collective shift. Now is the time to remember what you truly are. Step fully into your divine sovereignty and radiance. If you have been holding back your voice, your healing abilities, or your creative ideas, understand that the world needs them now. Trust your inner guidance as it nudges you to take action or step into roles you perhaps never imagined for yourself. There is a saying on your world that heroes are made by the times, and indeed, these times are calling forth the heroic, masterful aspects of your being. Do not shy away from your greatness. This is not the era to stay small or hidden. Your light wants to shine. Your soul wants to soar. You were made for this moment, tailor-made in fact, by your own higher wisdom when you chose your incarnation and crafted your life plan. So when you feel uncertainty, remember, your soul has already envisioned you succeeding in this mission. You truly have all that you need within you. The connections, resources, and knowledge you require will flow to you as you step forward with faith. The entire universe is conspiring to support your flourishing, because as you rise, all of humanity rises. Claim your role boldly and joyfully. You are the ones you have been waiting for, and now is your time to truly embody that truth. Remember that the dawn of the new age needs every ray of your light. So shine without reservation. Every act of bravery and love you undertake now illuminates countless others and accelerates the collective awakening. You are living through an unprecedented transformation, and you are doing so with grace and determination. Even on the days when you feel weary or doubtful, the light within you has never stopped increasing. Alignment with Source is becoming your natural state, and you are remembering more and more that you are one with the Creator. The old third-dimensional distortion fields, the illusions of separation, fear, and lack, are losing their grip on you and dissolving in the presence of your awakening. Can you feel that, dear ones? Take a moment to sense how your consciousness has expanded, how your capacity to love has deepened. This is the healing and the return to wholeness that your galactic family has long hoped and waited for. We see you reclaiming your multidimensional truth, integrating the parts of you that were fragmented by the old density. How powerful it is to witness your healing journey. From a galactic perspective, the magnitude of what you are accomplishing on Earth is extraordinary. You are not only healing yourselves, you are healing generations past and future, and even offering healing to aspects of the galaxy that needed Earth's unique experience. The ripples of your inner work extend far and wide. All the realms of light stand with you. The angels, the ascended masters, the Pleiadians, and other star nations in service to love. The elemental beings of Earth and more. We are all working in harmony to assist you as you birth a new world. Whenever you feel the need, you have but to ask, and help will be given in accordance with divine law. Do not doubt the unity of this endeavour. You are part of a great cosmic team, each member playing their role. We on the ships and in the higher realms are adjusting frequencies, sending healing light, and clearing away as much of the remaining darkness as cosmic law permits. You on the ground are our hands and hearts in action, where it truly counts. Together, we ensure that the ascension of Earth is assured and glorious. You are loved, cherished, and celebrated more than you can comprehend. In the moments you feel alone or uncertain, remember my words and feel my presence with you. For I am always here to support you. We are right here, just a heartbeat and a thought away, ready to uplift you whenever you call. You have an entire universe cheering you on. So keep going, dear ones, one radiant step at a time. Keep your heart open, and know that the dawn you have longed for is breaking. We of the Pleiadian High Council, and all of your galactic family, stand in awe of your courage and perseverance. Remain strong and heart-centered, for that is your compass home. Until we meet again, in this form or another, travel in love, and let your light lead the way. I am Mira, and I leave you now with the warmth of our eternal bond. May your path be illuminated by your own inner light, and may you always remember that you are never alone. We walk beside you, heart to heart, soul to soul, across the stars and through every breath. Until we speak again, stay anchored in love, walk with courage, and let your radiance be the beacon for a new Earth. You are cherished beyond measure,